Hey guys, Woody the Unexceptional Gamer. Ignore the gameplay, first game after the tutorial level. This video is for a specific subset of people. People who are interested in making money off of YouTube. It's going to be geared towards guys who are just getting started or maybe really tiny, and guys who are bigger and maybe know the ropes, but oftentimes they're still, 17, 19 years old and don't know what to expect in this thing. It's all coming at them so fast. They're really, quite frankly, child stars. And, ill-equipped to deal with the kind of money and fame that they've just earned. So, let me help you. First things first, picking a network. This is a huge deal, and usually you make this decision when you're least equipped to make it. You're a sheep negotiating with wolves, and you don't know what to believe and what not to believe. I can give you a hand on that. What really matters when picking a network is the CPM. You want to know how much money you're going to make per 1,000 views with this network. If they tell you that they don't know, ask them for people they already have in their network that are of a similar size to you and get some numbers. Understand that fourth quarter, like sometime around Christmas, is going to have way higher numbers than the first quarter. So, if you're comparing numbers between networks, be sure to compare numbers at the same time of year between networks. Don't let some guy hand you January numbers, which are going to be tiny, and compare them against December numbers, which will be the biggest of the year. CPM matters above all else when picking a network. That is paramount. There are so many things these guys are going to tell you that aren't true. One great example, they are not going to help you grow. Do not listen to what they'll say about how they're going to help you get subs. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. Listen to me. It's not true. Here's how you grow. You grow by making good videos that your audience enjoys, and you grow by collaborating with other people so that the two of you can grow together. You'll notice a lot of the top channels on YouTube are part of some sort of group, the guys that play together. And that way, when one person gains a sub, his friend gains a sub. And when his friend gains a sub, he gains a sub. And they grow together quicker than they would if they were completely operating solo. That's how you grow. You work with your friends and you make videos that people like. Networks don't grow you. They won't do it for you. They'll tell you they will, but they're not gonna. Networks are not going to put you on television. It's not true. Don't let them tell. It sounds like it's true. It sounds like, wow, I really have this audience. And I told you this was geared towards some of the bigger people, but listen, Syndicate, it's not on TV. iJustine, barely on TV. Jenna Marbles, not on TV. Philip DeFranco, not on TV. I love all these people, but they're not on TV. If you think you're going to be the TV star, you're kind of crazy on this thing, right? Don't buy that you're going to be a movie star if you sign with this network. And it might seem obvious to you, but if it does, you may have never really listened to a super skilled salesman who can make you think that this stuff is going to come true. When it comes down to it, networks do two things for you. One, CPM, and two, they can help you with strikes. Let's talk about that. Big networks tend to be better at dealing with strikes on your channel than little ones. I could get into the whole affiliate versus managed thing, but if you're with a big network and you're an affiliate channel, there is this thought process that they're not going to help you with strikes anymore. I suppose that varies network to network, but still the truth is that if you're with like a Makers, an Atomic, a Machinima, etc., those people have the contacts at Google, at YouTube, to talk to a human and get them to make a rational decision. If you're with a tiny network that I haven't even heard of, chances are they don't have the contacts inside YouTube, inside Google, to fix strikes and copyrights and issues like that on your channel. So, what does a network do for you? They can get you premium ads, which are higher CPMs, and they can fix copyright strikes. Now, how are you going to know if this network actually gets you more money, a higher CPM? I've done so many takes of this, I forget what I've said. Ask for numbers that are from channels like yours, right? Let's say that you're a Call of Duty channel and you make commentaries. That's what you do. Or you're a Minecraft channel and you make songs like Captain Sparkles or whatever. Ask them for channels that are your size, that have similar demographic, what kind of numbers they're pulling in. they probably have a guy in their head that's kind of similar to you. Like, oh yeah, we've got another guy who makes first-person shooter videos and does commentaries over them and is about your size. And this is the kind of numbers that he pulls, you know, ballpark. If they don't want to give you those numbers, they're probably hiding something. Keep that in mind. Be sure when you do this to compare, you know, time period to time period, December to December, January to January. Don't get those twisted up. If they don't have a sales team, they're probably not providing any value, and they're just a leech network, right? There are lots of leech networks out there who say, look, I've got a deal for you. You go out there, you make the content, you make the videos, I'll take 15% of your money. They don't provide anything for you. That happens a lot. There's a ton of networks out there, and that is their business model. You go do all this stuff, and I will take some of the money. They're scamtrepreneurs. It frustrates me. But if you see a network that doesn't have a sales team, then they're probably not doing anything for you but taking a piece of your money. Reading the contract. So like I said, I was watching videos where people complained about their network, and in the comments I often saw, hey, you should have read your contract. Reading contracts is tougher than you might think. Like, without being a full-on douche about it, I'm a pretty educated guy. I've got 3 college degrees. I still get help reading contracts. They're tough, and if you're not experienced at that, you don't always know what to look for. And you know, I feel like at this point I do know what to look for, and I still get help reading these things. If you're a teenager, show it to your parents. You know, maybe they can give you a hand on this thing. If you're a professional of some sort, hire an attorney. It's probably worth a couple $100 to have them read it for you if you're a channel of any size. Right? If you're doing this thing, if the thing is important to you, then get some help reading the contract, because a lot of them, they almost act on bad faith. There, I said it. Some of these things, they act on bad faith. They try to lock you in for unreasonably long time. Look, how long do you think a YouTube career is? 3 years, 2.5 years, something like that. You know, if you're in a rapid growth period right now, your YouTube career is halfway over. And understand that if you're signing a 3-year contract, you're kind of signing a contract for the rest of your career. Do that carefully. That's what I'm telling you. Get some help before you do this thing, because to just sort of hold your nose, close your eyes, and sign away is a mistake. These things often act in bad faith, and you need to know that before you sign. There are these gotchas in there. Look for short-term contracts. They're better than long. The longer they lock you in is almost always to the advantage of the company that's trying to sign you, because I promise you, they can drop you anytime they want. They can drop you anytime they want. You can't drop them. These are one-way contracts. So when someone's trying to lock you into a contract for 36 months, you better be pretty damn sure that you like the contract, because they'll stop it the second they don't. Branded integration deals. So here's another way that these YouTube channels can make you a lot of money. It's really for big channels. If a network is promising you that you're going to get some amazing deal or partnership and you're small, then they're probably lying to you. But, you know, if you have 500,000 subs or 3 million subs, then, you know, you can make 5 digits on these branded integration deals. And that's a pretty big deal, right? Everybody likes 5-digit checks, I think. What will help you be the kind of channel that the network wants to put forward or the advertiser wants to work with is to be clean. You know, if you run a clean channel, a helpful channel, and you're pretty much a good guy, they'll be much more likely to work with you than they would if you're, you know, cursing and complaining and just being a you know, popular, but a popular douchebag. You know, if you're that kind of channel, then you're going to have a much harder time landing branded integration deals than you would if you were a clean channel where, you know, everyone thinks you're kind of a swell guy. So in spite of the fact that I could talk about this for hours, it looks like I'm out of time. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.